Hi Mamute kids, Mrs. Mamute here back with another book for you. Today we're going to read another woolly mammoth book. It's called, Can I Bring Woolly to the Library, Mrs. Reader? The story is by Lewis Grambling and the pictures are by Judy Love. So you can see he's bringing his woolly mammoth with him to the library. Can I bring Woolly to the library, Mrs. Reader? Can I, please? If I brought Woolly to the library, he could finally get a library card. He could practice writing with Mr. Penn, you know, the new library volunteer. Sometimes Woolly mixes up his letters or makes them backward. But with more practice, he could print his name on your library card application, and you could read it. With his library card, Woolly charge into the kids section and pick out a mammoth-sized stack of books to read. And he'd be so happy, he'd let out a loose, loud bellow. Maybe that would be a good time for Woolly and me to go over the library rules. No bellowing in the library. Thank you, the library staff. Can I bring Woolly to the library, Mrs. Reader? Can I, please? If I brought Woolly to the library and that thumping noise he makes when he walks, 'cause he weighs a ton, was too loud, I could buy Woolly a pair of extra large fuzzy slippers. That way he'd be as quiet as a butterfly landing on a buttercup. And maybe I could pick up slippers for those rowdy Bopsy twins too. No thumping in the library. Thank you, the library staff. Can I bring Woolly to the library, Mrs. Reader? Can I, please? If I brought Woolly to the library and he returned books, and the return books were piling up on your to-be-shelved cart, Woolly could shelve them for you. He knows his numbers and ABCs, and he can reach the tall shelves with no problem. Can you imagine if he got stuck between the shelves? We could get him unstuck, but what a mess. Maybe we should leave the shelving to you, Mrs. Reader, but Woolly could sit at your desk to check the books in and out. Then things will be back to normal. Almost. Can I bring Woolly to the library, Mrs. Reader? Can I, please? If I brought Woolly to the library and Cuddly Teddy wasn't in the reading corner, because several of his seams had split open, probably from all the hugs he gets, and he was in the toy shop being repaired, Woolly could take his place. Woolly is very cuddly. Then the little kids would still have plenty of places to sit, and someone who'd listen to them read aloud. Woolly loves listening to little kids read. Mrs. Page in Literary Services says being read to will help Woolly with his reading too. Can I bring Woolly to the library, Mrs. Reader? Can I, please? If I brought Woolly to the library on Halloween for your annual storybook character costume party, we'd be a hit. I'd go as the big bad wolf, and Woolly'd go as little red Woolly Hood. Then you'd read us spooky stories. We'd all listen, Woolly too, bug-eyed, terrified, and frozen with fear. It'd be the coolest story hour ever. Can I bring Woolly to the library, Mrs. Reader? Can I, please? If I brought Woolly to the library and Mayor Pinchpenny came in with overdue books, which he usually does, and he complained loudly that he wasn't going to pay any fines because he'd renewed his books by the phone last week, but he hadn't. Woolie'd flip Mayor Pinchpenny upside down and shake him, gently of course, until enough coins had fallen from his pockets to pay his fine. Then Woolie would flip Mayor Pinchpenny right side up and continue reading his book. Can I bring Woolie to the library, Mrs. Reader? Can I, please? If I brought Woolie to the library and it was your turn to drive the bookmobile to Littletown and you were worried about driving in the snow, Woolie could get you there safe and sound. Woolie grew up at the North Pole and doesn't worry about snow. But if you did slide into a snowbank, Woolie'd just hook his curvy tusks around the bookmobile's bumper and P-U-L-L, pull. You'd be back on the highway quick as a blink. And if you had to spend the night in the bookmobile, you'd get used to Woolie's snoring. Uh-oh, Mrs. Reader. My mom's worried that if Woolie came to stay with us, he would get homesick, like I did at camp last summer. Being so far from his home at the North Pole, he would miss his parents a lot, and the snow, frozen weather too. So Woolie won't be coming to the library, but he has a friend who will be visiting his family around here. Woolie's friend loves to curl up with a good book, so can I bring Saber to the library, Mrs. Reader? Can I, please? Hope you enjoyed this one. See you guys later.